Hello, and welcome back to another of my mod testing series. This, I believe, is episode 4 of this series. In this episode, I decided to test out ways of generating power. Really just looking at different ways you can generate power and see how you can compete between your various ways of generating power, which is shown here, and nether stars. Primarily with the nether star generator, because we all know how powerful that is. As in 96 million RF. I'm really looking though at the rate for power gen rather than the amount, because the amount would just be insane to try and match with anything else. So I decided to find a way of generating power that would be both interesting and be able to match that rate. Okay, so there's steam, which isn't terribly interesting. Magma isn't interesting. Oh, sorry, lava. But pyrotheum, that could be interesting if you have a good way of getting that. And that is a decent source. So, okay. So I'm just going to eliminate the ones that aren't terribly interesting. Okay. Compression dynamo. That one's just complicated. I don't really understand it too much. Well, actually, yes I do. It's basically a fuel generator that requires coolant as well as the fuel. Reactant dynamo, solid reactant and a fuel. This could be interesting to power. I mean, getting gas tiers, the most powerful thing without going up to nether stars as a solid reaction. Yeah, as well as all that glowstone. Not the easiest thing, but definitely interesting. And then there's the enervation dynamo. This is a dynamo that I have never used. It seems awesome, especially if you have any of these potato batteries around. I mean, you throw it in there, you wait for it to stop, you wait for it to run through, it generates it at 80 RF per tick, and then when it's done, which it's close, it gives you a baked potato. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. So keep this in mind, because this is definitely the most interesting one I found yet. The ender generator. Okay, ender pearls. Yeah, eyes of ender. Better. Significantly better power gen. Ender lily seeds. If you have that many ender lily seeds, I would rather just use the eyes of ender that you could get from it in a lot more ender generators. Or a larger ender generator. Heated redstone. Maybe for a quarry. Other than that, I don't see a real good use for it, so... Okay, didn't realize that happened. Culinary generator. Oh, sorry. Nice, let's see how much power that gives me. I'll walk away and come back when it's done, but that could be a chunk of power. Potions. Every brewing process doubles RF output, output starts at 16K. That could definitely be interesting, as some potions can get up to be 256,000 RF at 320 per tick. So if you have enough stuff for that, That could be a really interesting one. TNT generators, I've not seen this used too often. So this could be an interesting one. And yes, the TNT is much more efficient. It takes 5 gunpowder to make 1 piece of TNT, but it generates 6 times the amount of RF. So, yeah, it's more efficient. Pink. 600 RF at 1 per tick? No. Then there's solar panels. Okay. That's not very fast. That's extremely fast, but here, let me show you the crafting recipe. 4 solar panel 4s, 3 of these, a resident machine frame, and a resident energy. So, these 2 are high-level stuff, high-end stuff. These? Okay. 3? Okay. Not fun. Definitely not fun. And solar panel 3, 4? Oh god. Looking anything like a, I don't know, a compressed solar panel deal? Yeah, no. Not terribly interesting unless you have a very large amount of stuff. Stirling generator, just like the generator previously destroyed, the only real difference is that this one can be significantly more efficient at like 86,000 RF per piece of coal max upgrade, but still not terribly interesting. Combustion generator, I don't actually know how much RF this can generate per tick, but it could be interesting. The zombie generator, oh, that's interesting. 80 RF per tick. 80 RF per tick. No. And there's a reactor. This is what most people end up going with because it is simply extremely powerful. And it is what I will end up going with in my own survival world. After I get a decent ways into, well, everything. Because these things simply get extremely powerful. 9 reactors. Okay, in one test world, I set up 9 reactors that were in total powering 220 steam turbines, all going at full tilt, generating enough power to keep a massive number of mining lasers going that produces about 16 times the amount of uranium consumed in the process, and a bunch of other ores. Yeah, this is powerful, just not terribly interesting. So, these are the interesting ones. Okay. Not interesting, not interesting. No. Fuel, I don't like fuel because it's completely you can't keep on getting it, so you have to keep on finding it, so I don't like fuel. Energized glowstone, have fun getting that. As a persistent fuel source, that'd be a pain. Yes, you could do, but this you could do. This you could do. That you could do. That would be a very big pain, but you could do it, depending on how big a potion you do. This one is completely doable, and this one is doable. I just don't remember how much power it generates. I know it generates a decent amount. Okay, so let's see here. What are left now? Well, there's the magmatic with pyrotheum. There's compression. with biofuel ethanol. I only have forestry installed in this, so I can't use the actual biofuel. The actual biofuel from what is it? What mod is it? Mine Factory Reloaded is significantly more powerful. But then there's the ender generator, which would not be this. Hang on, let's net I vendor. There we go. There's a culinary, which can do everything from cookies, which I would not do, to actual foods, to baked potatoes. Okay, this is really getting interesting now. This is certainly a powerful generator. It's just not the easiest to maintain. And there's this one and this one. Okay. These are the ones that can be powered in an interesting way. Okay. Let's see here. I get 16,000 RF out of really? Out of one of these, I get 16,000 RF. Okay. And then, if I was to throw it in the culinary generator, I had it going, but I forgot to check back on it. That same potato that could have started out poisonous, or not. It could have started out normal. It doesn't really matter. That's generating a decent chunk of power, for sure. Actually, I could have just looked. Almost. Wow. It generates more as a baked potato than it did as a... Okay. 25,000 maybe? 20. That is an odd number. Baked. Odd, but okay. That's what it came up with. 25,000 plus 1,600. That's definitely a chunk of power. So if you do this, if you have a farm, food, potato. There. Potato. Stick through here, then through here. You get 16,000 plus that amount per. And all it costs is a little bit of redstone and a little bit of lead. That, or you could put it through a redstone furnace. Wait, why does it cost two different amounts for the same thing? What? What? This is a quarter of the amount. It's in the exact same furnace. It produces the exact same thing. Bug. Okay. For a little bit of redstone and a little bit of lead, you get a 16,000 plus 25,944, which ends up being not that. $41,944. And you don't have to spend the 400 or 1600 RF to get it to that point. And it isn't just limited to standard potatoes. In fact, I would have, if the potato farm was large enough, I would have all of the poisonous potatoes going in here, and then have standard potatoes going in as well. But all you would need then would be a little bit of mining, and yeah. I mean, this is 42,000 pretty much RF for a single potato, nugget of lead, and redstone. Okay. That's massive. That's more than a standard ender pearl in an ender generator. Not as much as an eye of ender, but still. Okay. So that is one interesting pairing. Okay. The other thing would be an ender farm with an ender generator. Okay, this is not quite as interesting, I don't think, but ender lily seeds, ender generator, a massive amount of ender lily seeds, and ender. Do I have ender cores? Yes, I think I do. Okay. Maybe a hardened water again, reinforced. There we go. How large of an area? Okay. And this would take a massive amount of time to get up to. I can tell you that, because ender lily seeds are not cheap. then you really don't want to pay the price for a reinforced watering can. My gosh. Okay, it is growing. Some. But, yeah. The cost of an ender generator? That's a chunk. Cost for this. A little bit of electrum. And silver. Okay. Culinary. A little bit of iron. That's a lot of ender pearls. But then you're using a lot of ender pearls. So it just depends on what your situation is. This could be interesting, or this could be interesting. Okay, there's that one. TNT generator. Well, I would recommend this if you had it paired up with a... I don't know whether this would be a net positive or net negative, but it could definitely be interesting. Where power spawner? Okay, I need a broken spawner of creeper. No. Okay, then a soul. A mob would be miscellaneous creeper. Okay, then anvil. Really, I could have swore you could change the... thought you could do that. Broken spawner. Creeper soul vial. Not okay, let's see here. Blaze. I could do that. Creeper, blaze. Okay, hang on, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go look and see. I could have swore that was out. Okay, I was somewhat close. Okay, I don't want you. Okay, what I needed was, yes, an anvil for later, but I needed a soul binder, which would be where? Soul binder. Okay, so 1600 RF in there, nothing in there. So here, power this. Wow. Okay. Fine. So render right there. Greater one. There we go. Odd. Fine. Okay. God. Okay, I'm gonna be back when this is done just to prove my point. And it's done with a broken creeper spawner. Yes, I did switch out the spawner the soul that I got to put in there. Okay. So, with the powered creeper spawner, let's see here. What is the ratio of power that is required per 6 per minute at 320 RF per tick for single, which is the most efficient. Okay. 6 per minute and at 320 RF per tick. Okay. So how much does one piece of TNT give? 80 RF per tick versus 320 for how long? 5 minutes. Okay. So that should be a positive feedback loop. Actually, you might be able. You'd probably wait. 80 RF per tick. Okay. So yeah, that'd be a slightly positive feedback loop. Maybe. Hang on, let's grab a vibrant capacitor bank. Actually, grab it this time. But yeah, this might not be the most efficient way at all. Maybe just cursed earth, with this being a bonus with the potion effect, potion generator running off of the cursed earth as well. I get to see that working. That way it would probably work better. This TNT generator might only actually be useful for when you have a... I don't know. I don't actually know when the TNT spawner generator would be useful. Well, for a prolonged period of power supply? How would you spawn a creeper? There's powered spawner, cursed earth, mob farm. That's it. This is the ways that you do it. Well, unless you have soul shards reborn. In which case you could easily make a beneficial one. But not too many people actually use soul shards reborn. So actually this might not be at all helpful. Just costs too much RF per tick. I mean, it starts out for like 4.5, 5 minutes. And that could power 4 of these. No, and that would require 4 TNT generators to keep this powered, which would leave you with another minute of 80 RF per tick, which could possibly be taken up by a single grinder, or maybe a Killer Joe, whichever you choose. But if there was any bonus, it'd be fairly small per I would still recommend going with the potatoes or ender pearl farm over that. But if you're using cursed earth for a mob farm, the potion generator with the TNT generator, TNT getting the over back stuff of TNT, of gunpowder, would definitely be a useful way of getting power. Combustion generator, I still don't know. Ethanol, if you want to see that, just watch Direwolf 20's Forgecraft 2 series. I believe he's on season 6. But as of the March 4th of 2015, he is currently on the Forgecraft 2 series that he has going at this time, March 4th, 2015. He is working on a biofuel base, supplied base. Okay, so if you want to see that, go there. Blazing Pyrotheum? I don't know. This could be useful, or it could just be a waste. Let's hear. Okay, so, okay, so 100 millibuckets. $50 generates. Oh. And a vibrant capacitor bank. I like those. Okay. Let's see here. 50. Still working on the 50. Wow. That's a lot of power. Actually, let's get the full amount of power. I'm still recording. Yeah. Let's see here. What is it? Wow. Dynamo. Okay. And 180. Wait, no, that's bucket lava. 2 million RF for one bucket. Huh. Okay. 2 million RF for a single bucket. Okay, how much? That's 10 times, well, 5 pieces of blaze powder, 5 pieces of redstone, 5 pieces of coal, 5 pieces of sulfur. Sulfur is easy, coal is easy, redstone's easy, blaze powder, just get a blaze farm. This could easily be a very positive feedback loop. I mean, with the simple blaze farm and basic mining, I mean, you get a lot of sulfur when you're mining. Coal, just pulverize some. Here, pulverize coal. It's easy to get if you're crushing coal ore. Looky. Oh, and more sulfur. Okay, sag mill. Yeah. Yep. It's easy to get coal powder, so it's actually fairly easy to get pyrotheum. I guess if you're a high enough level, you could easily make a very positive feedback loop with pyrotheum. Comparable to another star generator. With this one, you just... I'm going to say that the only thing significantly better than another star generator, and not for compactness, because this is the most compact powerhouse, literally powerhouse, you can get, as far as I'm concerned. The other extremely powerful thing is bake reactors. Not because of how much power can be generated with big reactors, which is a massive amount, 9 reactors generating enough steam to power 220. 440 buckets of steam per tick. Okay. Which is generating 2450. 24,500 RF per tick. Which ends up being 5.39 million RF per tick. Simply massive. Versus 40,000. Massive. The amount of power, the amount of space that requires, enormous. The amount of processing power required for a computer to handle that, a lot. Graphics card requirements, massive. Because of rotating turbines. Space, not compact. Another star generator, very powerful, very small. But the true bonus of big reactors, I don't have thermal expansion, Industrial Craft 2 installed in this, current thing. In this current mod pack that I'm using that's temporary. But cyanite? No. Plutonium is dictionaried as plutonium. And with MFR, and with plutonium, you can create RTG fuel in IC2. 4 pieces of RTG, 3 plutonium equals 1 piece of RTG fuel. 4 pieces of RTG fuel, 6 pieces of RTG fuel generates 80 RF per tick. Forever. All you need in order to access the 80 RF per tick is a piece of MFR cable, because my factory reloaded cable automatically transfers EU to RF at a odd ratio. Let me go check. Rednet energy cable. No, not. There's a rednet cable with a red. Yeah, I guess that might be it. Oh God. Okay, that's not the best. Okay, let's start going to the Feed the Beast wiki then. And utilities. Sorry it's taking so long. There's a nice little transfer ratio. Machines maybe? Run the energy cable, there we go. 1 EU to 4 RF. That's what it is. For some reason I was thinking it was 1 EU to 2.5 RF. But still. Wait. And the 32 EU. $128 RF per tick from those 6 pieces of RTG fuel, which translates to 18 plutonium, which is very easy to get. The only real limitation: mine factory loaded energy cables only are able to transfer, I believe, 1,000 RF per tick. So, problem, but you can find a solution if you want infinite energy forever and never have to pay for it. So, if you're really going for the long haul, that is the best way to go. Oh look, I screwed up the potato. Anyway, this has been my... I guess it's a mod testing episode. It's really more of a brainstorm, but... Episode 5? Or maybe it's 4. Anyway. See you next time. I think I may have finally come up with a good chunk destroyer design. I'm sorry if I'm holding it over your heads, but it's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I think I finally found a way to do it. See you next time. Peace. Wait, why the hell would I say peace? I don't know. Just see you next time. That didn't register. See you next time.